A number of things were important to my father surrounding the care of children, but at the very top of the list was nursing care. And that's another reason why he was in love with Children's Hospital, because the nursing care there at the hospital is very special. You don't touch that kind of nursing care anywhere in the city or the state, because they are specialized in taking care of children. They take care of children every day, and that was something that was very important to him, and another reason why he loved Children's Hospital.
Cathy's role is she's one of the clinical nurses in the cath lab, in the initial assessment of the patient, preparing them for the catheterization, talking to the family about what they can expect. The first thing everybody thinks of when they are working with Cathy is positive attitude. Cathy is the absolute epitome of positivity.
Cathy has a joy for life that nobody else that I've ever met has. She just absolutely exudes optimism. She is the life of the party. It's not unusual for her to walk in on at the beginning of a very busy day, and the first words out of her mouth are, "Let the party begin."
She's also our biggest cheerleader, and keeps everybody up, keeps everybody going. She's all about getting the work done and getting it done in the right way.
Cathy, in many ways, is literally the face of cardiology to a lot of our patients.
She has a way of calming people down and making them feel at ease, even though it's not an easy situation.
It's amazing how much can be accomplished when no one cares who gets the credit, and that couldn't be any truer of Cathy. She is a person who will not take no for an answer, and never is not a word that is in her vocabulary.
When she meets families for the first time just to talk to them about the procedure, she gives them a lot of good information. She gives it to them in a way they can understand, and she makes them feel at ease. So then during the procedure and after the procedure, they already have a comfort level with her that is hard to duplicate.
We were unbelievably busy one summer, and somebody called in and said, "How you doing?" And Cathy said, "We're living the dream," and it just became the catchphrase, and it not only has the catchphrase for the cath lab, but it has spread throughout all of our service lines, so that all of us, top to bottom, living the dream immediately gets identified with our cardiac service line. She's like the sister that everybody wants to have. She's like the aunt that everybody wants to have. She is literally a family member for all of us.
Trying to do this job without people like Cathy, it would be very different, and we can't say enough good things about her.
She has become such a visible part of our team that I can't imagine, literally cannot imagine, being able to do my job without her as part of my team.
My son TJ had been suffering the flu, and he woke my wife and I up saying he was having chest pains. And we thought he just had strained his chest muscles from being with the flu. But he was right all along. We ended up taking him to Children's when we found out that he had to actually have a heart catheterization procedure, and that's where we met Cathy. She looks at you and she exudes such empathy for what you're going through and for what your child is going through, and it gives you a lot of confidence. But she's the kind of person you want to go have lunch with and go to the bar and have toss back a few drinks. We run into her in the community, and she comes up and gives the biggest bear hugs. And it's great that she remembers. She remembers TJ's name. She remembers the whole situation. Everybody that took care of children, my son at Children's, was a star. But you know, you meet a couple different people throughout your experience there who are supernovas, and Cathy is a supernova. She's one of those people that my wife and I will always remember, and her compassion for what we were going through, even though she's dealt with hundreds of cases, with hundreds of patients, with hundreds of different stories, her compassion was for our story at that moment, and that meant a lot to us.